Hello everyone, welcome back to the maths class. So let's start some more divisibility rules. There are some more divisibility rules. Now let's discuss. If a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factors of that number. Now take an example. Consider 24. It is divisible by 8. You can see here 24 is divisible by 8. And the factors of 8 are, yes, factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. And these factors are also divisible by 24. So we can say that if a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factors of that number. Now see, second rule, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. So what are co-prime numbers? Two numbers having only one as a common factor are called co-prime numbers. Okay, if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. See example, the number 80 is divisible by 4 and 5. It is also divisible by their product. So now 4, 5 are 20. Okay, here 4 and 5 are co-primes. Okay, here I am taking number 80. 8 is divisible by 4 and 5. It is also divisible by their product. The product of 4 and 5 is 20. And here 4 and 5 are co-primes. So we can say that if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. Next rule, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum also divisible by that number. Now take an example. The numbers 16 and 20 are both divisible by 4. You can see here 16 is divisible by 4. 20 is also divisible by 4. Okay. Now take this sum 16 and 20. The sum of 16 and 20 equal to 36. And 36 is also divisible by 4. So we can say that if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. Now see next rule. If two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their difference is also divisible by that number. Let's take an example. The numbers 35 and 20 are both divisible by 5. You can see here 35 and 20 both are divisible by 5. Okay. Is there difference? Now you can take difference. 35 minus 20 equal to 15. You can see here 15 is also divisible by 5. So we can say that two given numbers are divisible by a number, then the difference is also divisible by that number. So I hope some more rules, divisibility rules are clear to everyone. Okay students, let's start exercise 3.5. Now listen to question number 1. Which of the following statements are true? So A part, if a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. What is question number? A. If a number is divisible by 3, it must be divisible by 9. So student, let's take an example. Let's write the multiple of 3. Okay. The multiples of 3 are, yes, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, so on. So we know that these numbers are divisible by 3. Okay. Now we need to check if these numbers are divisible by 9 also. You can see here 3 is not divisible by 9. 6 is not divisible by 9. 9 is divisible by 9? Yes. 12 is not divisible by 9. 15 is not divisible by 9. So 3, 6, 12, 15 are not divisible by 9. So we can see that it is not necessary that a number divisible by 3 is also divisible by 9. So student, this statement is false. Okay. So this statement is false. Right here. F. Okay. Now see student B part. If a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. If a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. So student, firstly we will write the multiples of 9. See, 9, 18, 27, 36, so on. So these numbers are divisible by 9. Okay. And we can check 9 is divisible by 3. Yes. 80 is divisible by 3. Yes. 27 is divisible by 3? Yes. 36 is divisible by 3? Yes. So these numbers are also divisible by 3. So hence this statement is true. If a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. So this statement is true. Right here T. Okay. Now see C part. A number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. What is C part? A number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. So then let's take an example. Now I am taking here 6, 12, 18, 24. Okay, you can see here all these numbers are divisible by both 3 and 6. You can see here 6 is divisible by 3, 6 is divisible by 6. 12 is divisible by 3, 12 is divisible by 6. 18 is divisible by 3, 18 is also divisible by 6. 24 is divisible by 3, yes, and 24 is also divisible by 6. Means these numbers are divisible by both 3 and 6. Okay, now you can see here 6 is not divisible by 18. 6 is not divisible by 18. Okay, and 12 is also not divisible by 18. 18 is divisible by 18, yes, and 24 is not divisible by 18. So some numbers are divisible by 18 and some numbers are not divisible by 18. So this statement is false. So write here F. Okay, now see D part. If a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. If a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. Student, you can see here 9 and 10 both are co-prime numbers because the factors of 9 are, see, 1 9 the 9, 3 3 the 9. Factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. And 10, 1 10 the 10, 2 5 the 10, 5 to the 10. Factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So common factor is 1. You can see here common factor is 1. It means 9 and 10 both are co-prime numbers. Okay student, because their common factor is 1. We know that if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is also divisible by their product. So 9, 10 the 90. So we can say that if a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is also divisible by their product, 9, 10 the 90. So if a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. Yes. So this statement is true. We have already discussed this statement. You can see here. If a number is divisible by two co-prime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. So this statement is true. Understood? Okay. Now see E part. If two numbers are co-primes, at least one of them must be prime. So student, in the previous question itself, 9 and 10 were co-prime numbers. You can see here 9 and 10 were co-prime numbers, but you can see neither 9 nor 10 is a prime number. Both are composite numbers. 9 and 10 both are composite numbers. So hence this statement is false. So it is not necessary that if two numbers are co-prime number, at least one of them must be prime. So this statement is false. Right here F. Understood? Now see F part. All numbers which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. So student, let's take an example. Here we write the multiples of 4. See F part. Now I am taking here 8, 12, 16, 20, so on. You can see here these numbers are divisible by 4. 8 is divisible by 4, 12 is divisible by 4, 16 is divisible by 4, 20 is also divisible by 4. Okay, now we need to check if these numbers are divisible by 8 also. See, 8. 8 is divisible by 8? Yes. But 12 is not divisible by 8. 16 is divisible by 8? Yes. But 20 is not divisible by 8. So some numbers are divisible by 8 and some numbers are not divisible by 8. So this statement is false. So here we will write F. Understood? Now see student G part. All numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. All numbers which are divisible by 8 must also be divisible by 4. Now see here. G part. I am writing here numbers 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, so on. You can see here these numbers are divisible by 8 because here I have written multiples of 8. Okay, so these numbers are divisible by 8. Okay, you can see here 8 is divisible by 4. Yes. 16 is also divisible by 4. Yes. 24 is also divisible by 4. Yes. 32 is also divisible by 4. Yes. 40 is also divisible by 4. Yes. Hence this statement is true. So here we will write T. Understood? Now see H part. If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. What is H part? If a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. See here. Let us take an example. Now here I am taking two numbers 4 and 8. Okay student. Now 2 divides 4 and 2 divides 8 also. Because 2 to the 4, 2 4 the 8. Means 2 divides 4 and 8 both. Okay. Now I am taking the sum of 4 and 8. Students, sum. 4 plus 8 equal to 12. Now here I am taking number 2. This 2 divides 4 and 8 separately. If I am taking the sum of 4 and 8, 4 plus 8 equal to 12. And this 12 is also divisible by 2. Hence this statement is true. See, if a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide by their sum. So this statement is true. Okay, now see I part. If a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must exactly divide the two numbers separately. If a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must exactly divide the numbers separately. Now see here, I part. Now here I am taking two numbers 7 and 5. Okay. Now see the sum of 7 and 5. 7 plus 5 student, yes. 12. Okay. And this 12 is divisible by 2. 12 is divisible by 2. But this 7 and 5 separately are not divisible by 2. You can see here the sum is 12. 12 is divisible by 2. Yes. But 7 and 5 separately are not divisible by 2. So this statement is false. So write here F. I hope question number 1 is clear to everyone. Okay, now let's move on to question number 2. Here are two different factor trees for 60. Write the missing numbers. So student, what is question number 2? Here are two different factor trees for 60. Write the missing numbers. Now here we have to write the missing numbers. Student, you can see here 60 can be written as 6 10 the 60. 6 10 the 60. Okay. Now again we have to factorize 6. 6 can be written as 2 3 the 6. So here comes 3. Similarly 5 to the 10. So 10 can be factorized as 5 into 2. So here comes 2. 5 to the 10. Now see, so 60. 30 to the 60. 60 can be written as 30 into 2. 30 to the 60. Okay. Then 10 3 the 30. So here we write 3. 10 3 the 30. Okay. Now 2 5 the 10. So in this way you can find out the missing numbers. Now see question number 3. Which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite numbers? Which factor are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number 1 and the number itself? So answer is 1 and the number itself are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number. I hope these questions are clear to everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.